Guys, welcome to another edition of our educative session on maybe navigating some softwares on our computers. So today we'll be looking at PowerPoint. So maybe on your search bar right down here, you're going to search PowerPoint, and then when you get it open, we have this layout that comes in front of us. You can choose that which you want and maybe work with it. But then we are going to maybe, let's say we are going to choose let's take this for example, and then you click on create. Now when we click on create, the first thing is that this is PowerPoint. Remember, it is being used for you to make your presentations, maybe for a seminar, a conference, and lots more. So where you have clicked to add title, maybe we put your presentation topic. We have the importance of passwords. We have importance of passwords, and then this other title here might be your name. It might be your name. So they know that this presentation is about importance of password presented by that is a person. Now what next do you have to do? For you to add another slide that will look like this, where my arrow is pointing, you come to this empty space below, you right click on it and you take new slide. When you take new slide, you click to add the title. Maybe your first title will be what is a password. You might have what is a password, and then here click to add text. You can start giving a definition of passwords and the types of passwords, and just like that. So you can add multiple slides, and maybe in one slide you decide that okay, you want to add a picture. You might say okay, let's take for example cybersecurity. That is maybe your case study, and then you want to add a picture instead of text. On this image here, you have this place, you have picture, or you come to insert, you have picture, right? But now I would like us to use this. You click on it, and then maybe you go to the area where you have the images there, and then you choose maybe the picture you want to insert. Now that is our picture we have chosen. That picture appears there. Maybe with this picture you need not writing, but you just need to explain. So your PowerPoint presentations can either be made with pictures or text as you may want. It can be made of both. Now back to our home section. As you see where my mouse is, we have cut, copy, we have the layout where you can change the font. Just like in Microsoft Word, which we saw last time, we can change the font size. We can maybe put it to capital letters or small letters. We can change the colors. We can bold it. We can italics the text. We can underline, and we have shapes even displayed at one corner. Now at this area here, you see something like shape fill, shape outline. These are effects that will take place on the shape you have. There is a shape that has been framed. If you see with these dots, that is the shape. At the insert menu, we have the same things. You can insert your tables. Let's take a practical example. Maybe on our next slide, where we right click, we say okay, table of contents. Alright, maybe table of content, and then here come to this environment here, and we decide to insert a table. When you click on table, it helps you insert multiple tables on your presentation. So that's our slide. You can have the tables being labeled with the various statistics given on it. We have the picture, we have shapes, we have other things, maybe word ads. For example, if I want the word ad, this word ad to take effect, I have to highlight table of content, and then I click on word ad. If you're keen enough, you're going to see that something new has appeared here. Maybe it's a new text. So this word art apply to new text that you want to implement to have a particular style. Alright, now still on insert, we have on this tool maybe for equations and maybe mathematical symbols. Maybe you want to insert a video in your presentation for some people to watch for a short while before you continue. On the design level now, we have different designs. For example, I don't want this slide above to have the same color like slide number 2. So I click on slide number 2. Maybe I come to design and I choose one of these. What do I do when I'm on it? I right click. When I right click, I take apply to selected slide. Now that effect is only going to take place on the second slide because it was applied only on the selected text. Same thing might go to slide number 3. We might choose and say, okay, we want slide number 3 to be like this. We right click on it and then we take apply to selected slides. So the effect goes. Now with transitions. Now these transitions help you to maybe modify your presentation. For example, I have selected cybersecurity. If I click on wipe, that's how your presentation is going to look like. That's how it's going to appear when you're going to the next slide, right? If I click on this image and I take random bars, that is how it's going to appear. That's the effect that's going to appear when you save your work or when you're growing your presentation. So the transitions are just styles that are being implemented maybe on a slide. But for animations, these animations now go to individual text or pictures. When you click on a text and you take fly in, for example, you love click on it. We saw the reactions, right? And now there is a mark here, 1. That means that will be the first thing that will pop up on that slide when you're doing your presentation. Secondly, if I select on this picture and I take, let's say we have a variety of choices here. If I take this, we see the effect, and so it is being saved. It is being saved already. So when you save your work, each time you're doing presentations, these effects are going to take place. So we have slideshows. Now these slideshows you have here from beginning. Maybe you have a variety of options here. Let's take for example from the beginning. This takes your slide to the start point, and then you can navigate through while you're doing your presentation to the public. So we take from beginning. When we take from beginning now, your screen officially opens, and when your screen officially opens, you can use your arrow buttons or your mouse to go to the next slide. So that is what we have. You can see the effect is there. Good. And that is just what we explained. And so we have the effects that has been taking place. And so you can right click and you take end of show. Maybe you're comfortable, you want to end there. So that is just how we navigate our PowerPoint screens. And so we encourage all students of ThinkTech Consulting to go through these videos and be able to create powerful slides that can catch the attentions of people who want to watch their videos during presentations. Thank you very much, and see you in our next educative session.